Hello everyone! Last time you've tried discussing the topic on fortune telling with your group mates. And remember, I've planted in each group one candidate to perform in a very particular way. It is because you might encounter these possible scenarios in your real DSE oral exam. To better prepare yourself for these likely situations, let's recap what we could have said when you met these special candidates. Now take out your notebook and write down these phrases I'm about to tell you. Or better, try to memorize them so that you could use them anytime you might need it. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Situation A. A candidate who always talk over others. We could say, number 1, your ideas are really interesting, but could you let me finish first? Your ideas are really interesting, but could you let me finish first? Number 2, excuse me, I haven't finished yet. Could you please let me continue? Excuse me, I haven't finished yet. Could you please let me continue? Number 3, kindly let me finish first before hearing your point. Kindly let me finish first before hearing your point. Situation B. A candidate who have a lot of body language, like moving about, touching or flicking their hair, unnecessary hand movements. Try to keep your posture steady. Try your best not to look at that candidate. And definitely don't laugh during the discussion. Situation C. A candidate who only say, I agree with you. What do you think? What can we do? You can ask the candidate some open-ended questions like, number 1, what do you agree with me? Was it the idea of, what do you agree with me? Was it the idea of, number 2, do you have any other similar points that you can share as well? Do you have any other similar points that you can share as well? Number 3, is there anything else you could like to share or discuss? Is there anything else you would like to share or discuss? Situation D. A candidate who is always silent. They could potentially be weak candidates. So we can start by asking close-ended questions like yes-no questions. For example, number 1, candidate A, do you agree with my point? Candidate A, do you agree with my point? Number 2, do you think my point is relevant? Do you think my point is relevant? Number 3, have you thought of this point too? Have you thought of this point too? Situation E. A candidate who only say, I disagree with you without giving any reason. You could say, number 1, what are you disagreeing? Could you elaborate more? What are you disagreeing? Could you elaborate more? Number 2, I'm interested to hear your side of the argument. I'm interested to hear your side of the argument. Number 3, could you share your point of disagreement on this issue? Could you share your point of disagreement on this issue? Or number 4, that's interesting. Could you explain more? That's interesting. Could you explain more? Situation F. A candidate who only talk to the note card, give no eye contact to each other's. We can use our body gesture, especially hand gesture, to get the candidate's attention so that hopefully he or she will look up. Or we can give reassurance of the ideas shared, and hopefully that would encourage him or her to look up and face their group mates. Now, I hope you jot down all the phrases and sentences, and most importantly, practice them in your own time. Remember one key point. DSE group interaction is all about listening and responding to each other. At the same time, maintaining an effective communicative purposes using eye contact and suitable body gesture. Last but not least, it is every candidate's responsibility to make sure that the group dynamics and interaction are maintained during that 8 minutes of discussion time. That's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.